Shall we have a little look then at the Test team? Now, this is just a quick reminder. You're not unanimous in this decision. There's been a bit of squabbling going on, but overall, you're relatively settled. You two are looking at each other. You're relatively settled on it. Sam, do you want to take us through the forwards first of all? This is what you think will be the pack for the first Test.
Hang on a second, right, just turns off Instagram notifications.
Yeah, exactly, and phone and laptop.
So I'm going to stick my neck out and have a go. So this is what I think. We had this pre-match. I'm not going to move from it as well. I think some of these players have been elevated since this game as well. But when you're looking at players as well, to Ronan's point, who's had big games in their international shirts as well. I think you're looking at these guys. I think this guy, McCarthy, since he's come on the scene in the last 2 years, just steps up game after game. Maro's exactly the same. The one where we probably disagree a little bit is I've gone Morgan, John's gone Morgan, and you've gone Van der Fleer as well. That's the only one, I think, out of these 8 that we're...
Yeah, and I think if you open it up to... I think we'd all go nailed on sort of 1, 2, 4, 5, 8.
Okay.
Again, Sheehan, it tells you McCarthy, Conan. I think we're all pretty strong there. We felt Byrne might have been in it in terms of the 6 jersey. And in a performance today, Chessum's got better by not playing, and a big game can stamp that down. And then 3 is still absolutely wide open. Well, I've sort of gone, we've all gone, I went with Wilshire before the tour, and Finlay Bealham's gone great, so there's still opportunities there. And you've gone Jack Morgan as well at 7, where I just thought Van der Fleer as your... as World Player of the Year and Farrell's relationship with him might get that nod.
Yeah, I think with the 7s you could literally flip a coin and we wouldn't get it right every time, obviously. I think the one that might surprise people is maybe Chessum at 6, because we've hardly seen him on tour at 6, but I think early in the tour, line-out was struggling. We saw a better version of that tonight, but to your point, Sam, the Waratahs didn't compete. I think you've got to win your set-piece ball. I also think the way he moves around the park, he can play quite easily in the second row or back row and adds so much aggression, physicality on the gain line, ball carrying ability.
Okay, when you look at that, we've only really got Sheehan and Gensch, who came off the bench today. I don't think anyone else featured today. What is the ceiling for that pack? Joe McCarthy came off the bench as well, apologies. And Morgan, so lots of them came off the bench. What am I talking about? Good.
Good to have you.
When you look at the ceiling of that potential... Thanks very much, John. You can step out of that. When you look at the potential ceiling of that pack, how high can that go? And does that fix some of the issues that we have seen today? Now, physicality.
I'm going to say this, and there's some viewers going to have heard me speak. Oh, Sam's talking about physicality again. But I'm going to double down on it because that's what wins Test matches. These 8 guys, they put it about physically. All 8. They're obviously all skilled. They obviously they're all good at set piece. All of them can ball play to a degree as well. But if I'm looking at, right, what's the most physical pack that I can pick right now? And this is where Tom Curry would enter this conversation as well, because he's right up there from a physicality perspective. Stuart was throwing it around. You know, he's thrown it around for Bath. He's really good in the loose, big man. So I really like what he brings in the loose as well. So I'm looking at that. We're going to be playing a big Australian team, big athletic Australian team. I think this is a pack that can take that physicality to another level.
Backs, yeah, again, lots of agreement. 9, 10 we're very confident about. 15 we're really happy with. I think Freeman and Lowe, Mac Hansen may come into that discussion, and Dwan van der Merwe scores big times, but we've settled on those. The area of disagreement we might have, Gary Ringrose, wonderful player. I just go with the Scottish midfield. I go 10, 12, 13. In a team that's not quite been functioning as well and making too many errors, then I go with a team that the combinations that know each other best.
Okay. Does that, when you sit down on paper, fill you back with confidence again? It feels like the confidence has drained a little bit off the back of it. Does that lift it back up again and think, actually, do you know what? That's a proper team.
I mean, look at that back line. You can't
full
put that
Scottish, you love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't like that when I played. You can't look at that and not be excited by not just the individuals, but the combinations that exist within that. I think Blake Kingham's only played 1 game, and in a pretty scrappy game, even just showed really nice touches, bits of class. Didn't try and force the game, which may be the one concern when he was only going to get 1 match. But I think Hugh Jones spoke about it after the game. Their connection, their ability to understand what they're going to do, the timing issue, that level of alignment, they're proving it just by, that's probably the first time they've played together in, I don't know how long, months. And it was there. So, adding Finn Russell at 10, who obviously knows them well, very, very exciting.